But people are starting to feel bad. They're starting to feel guilty when they spend money on things that are fun. What happened to treat yourself?
So in the new research by Ally Bank actually shows that 72% of Americans feel guilty about spending money on joy, things that bring them happiness, even when they can afford it. I think that disconnect is really interesting because being able to spend money on something doesn't mean that they have to feel comfortable about doing it. And of course, there's this deeply ingrained money belief that if you're saving, you're being responsible about your future, and if you're spending, something needs to be really well justified. But it's also happening at a time of when we have a lot of anxiety about cost of living rising, about unaffordable housing, and uncertainty about economics in the economic future in America.
Yeah, it's certainly a sharp turn from the YOLO days after the pandemic when everyone was going out and living their best lives and traveling everywhere. How does it break down in terms of demographics? Are young people more susceptible to this than, say, the retirees, the boomers?
So older Americans, like baby boomers and older, they feel slightly more comfortable about spending, but they're still very conscious about what they're spending money on. Especially right now, I feel like a lot of people, even the older Americans, they have anxiety about retiring with a regular paycheck. So they are maybe just slightly more comfortable, and the younger adults are definitely more conscious.
So people will spend money, but they just go through a lot of internal debate and stress that goes along with it. Does travel get caught up in this? Because for so long, people were saying they will bypass the small treats, but they will put their money into experiences like travel.
Actually, yeah. We talked to a few people in planning their travels, planning their leisures, and they mentioned that traveling and having that experience that they think is really worth it is probably better than maybe just spending money on a weekend out, on a night out, having dinner. I think it's the trick that they use is that they plan out a budget each month so that they have a designated money in their savings or in their portfolio that's for fun specifically so that they feel a bit less guilty about it.